Asia Wilson made history last night, breaking W's single-season scoring record in a win against the Fever after finishing with 27 points. Wilson's point total is now at 956, putting her 44 points from becoming the first W player to score 1,000 in a single season. Stephen A., she's the real deal. How impressive has Asia been this season?
I think she's the greatest player in the game. I think she's one of the greatest players of all time, and we just need to stand down and recognize and pay homage to the greatness that we're witnessing. Not only is she averaging 27.3 points per game, which is on the verge of breaking Diana Taurasi's record in that category, she's also the reigning two-time defending NBA champion. She's also the reigning two-time defensive player of the year. And not only is she leading the league in points, Molly, she's leading the league in defensive rebounds and block shots at 2.7 again. She is something special. It's just that simple, and it's exactly why I'm not counting the Las Vegas Aces out. I know they're the 4th seed, but I don't give a damn about the 3 seeds ahead of them. You're going to have to show me in a playoff series somebody beat Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces. I'll believe it when I see it.
In sports, there are moments that transcend the game, milestones that will be remembered for generations. And Aja Wilson just created one of those moments. In a fiercely contested matchup, she etched her name in history, becoming the first player to score 1,000 points in a single WNBA season. But what really went down that night? What led her to this historic feat? Today, we dive into Aja Wilson's record-breaking performance, the moments leading up to it, and the impact it's set to have on the future of the WNBA. You won't want to miss this. Aja Wilson didn't just step onto the court as a talented player. She arrived with purpose, determination, and the grit of someone who knew greatness was within reach. With the Las Vegas Aces facing the Connecticut Sun, Wilson was just a few points shy of a historic 1,000-point season, a feat no one else in the WNBA had ever accomplished. The energy in the arena was palpable. Fans, coaches, and teammates knew they were about to witness something special. As the game wore on, it was clear that Wilson wasn't just aiming for a personal record. She was elevating her entire team.
Let's keep it Las Vegas. Asia Wilson 29 points away from 1,000 on the season. That would be history. Fans excited. They want to be a part of it. They want to keep the ticket stub. If they still do, they still print ticket stubs?
It's all digital now, right?
How do you screenshot it? Wilson 9 points away. A minute later. Now 7. I mean, we are getting close to seeing it.
Stewie did the same as well.
Bucket foul. She would make the free throw. Now 4 away. Even she can sense it. Under 3 to go. 996 points. Sizes up the defender. Backs her down. Wilson 2 points away from history. 2 minutes left in regulation. Spins off the defender. Here you go. Mid-ranger. History. Goes to her favorite spot.
Her 29-point performance not only secured the win for the Aces, but also cemented her place in WNBA history. With just under 2 minutes remaining, Wilson hit a fadeaway jumper, a moment that will forever be etched in the annals of basketball history. That shot pushed her past the 1,000-point mark, a record previously set by Jewel Lloyd at 939 points the year before. But how does a player reach this level? How did Wilson manage to break records that had stood for years? And what does this say about her preparation, mental strength, and sheer talent? What sets Aja Wilson apart isn't just her natural talent, but her relentless work ethic. After winning 2 MVP awards and 2 WNBA titles, you might think that she could take her foot off the gas. Yet Wilson remains laser-focused on refining her game. In interviews, she often talks about how she doesn't focus on the big picture, winning championships, breaking records, but rather on the little things that ultimately lead to greatness. She credits her off-season preparation as a key to her success. Wilson understands the importance of taking time away from basketball, of allowing herself to miss the game so that when she comes back, she's ready to give it her all. This approach isn't just about physical recovery, it's about mental rejuvenation. As she put it, her screensaver constantly reminds her to rest at the end, not in the middle. This mindset has allowed Wilson to stay hungry, to approach every game with the same intensity, even when the pressure is at its highest. And it's paid off. She's averaging 27 points per game this season, along with 12 rebounds, 2.6 blocks, and 2.3 assists. These are numbers that have never been seen before in the WNBA, making her not just a great player but a generational talent. While Wilson's accomplishments are staggering on their own, her impact on the Las Vegas Aces is just as profound. The Aces moved to Las Vegas in 2018, the same year Wilson was drafted as the #1 pick out of South Carolina. From day one, she was the face of the franchise, a player the team could build around. And boy, have they built something special. Becky Hammon, the Aces head coach, has spoken at length about how fortunate the team is to have Wilson as its cornerstone. As she put it, it's not easy to be A'ja Wilson every day. There's a lot of expectation. And yet, Wilson has handled that pressure with grace, growing not only as a player, but as a leader both on and off the court. Her teammates feel the same way. Jackie Young, who was drafted just a year after Wilson, said it best. She comes in every day and kind of shows us what a professional is. Wilson isn't just a star. She's a role model, a player who sets the standard for what it means to be great. Let's go back to that historic moment on the court. With just under 2 minutes remaining, the Aces had the game in hand, but all eyes were on Wilson. She took the ball, worked her way into position, and with a smooth fadeaway jumper, hit 1,000 points for the season. The crowd erupted. Teammates swarmed her, and for a brief moment, the game paused as everyone in the Michelob Ultra Arena realized they were witnessing history. Wilson's performance was a masterclass in dominance. Not only did she rack up 29 points, but she also contributed 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. It wasn't just a scoring display, it was a complete game. Every aspect of her play was on point, from defense to rebounding to her leadership on the court. After a season like this, it's hard to imagine anyone else being named the 2024 WNBA MVP. Wilson's combination of scoring, defense, and leadership has made her the frontrunner for the award. But even more importantly, her play has kept the Aces in the hunt for a high seed in the playoffs. With 2 games left in the regular season, the Aces are sitting at 25-13, with a chance to push higher in the standings. The road to the playoffs won't be easy, but with Wilson leading the charge, anything seems possible. The Aces' next matchups against Seattle and Dallas will be critical, but if Wilson continues playing at this level, they'll be tough to beat. The 1,000-point season is more than just a record. It's a testament to A'ja Wilson's place in the history of the WNBA. Players like her don't come around often. She's a trailblazer, someone who's redefining what it means to be a superstar in women's basketball. Her influence extends beyond the court. As Dawn Staley, her former coach at South Carolina, tweeted, "Hand her things. MVP, DPOY, first and last team, all at WNBA." Wilson's dominance is so profound that even her former mentors are calling for her to sweep the league's top honors. So what does A'ja Wilson's historic season mean for the future of the WNBA? It's a turning point. Wilson is setting new standards not just for herself, but for the entire league. Her 1,000-point season is more than just a personal achievement. It's a signal that the WNBA is growing, evolving, and producing talent at an unprecedented level. As we look ahead to the playoffs and beyond, one thing is certain: A'ja Wilson isn't done making history. This season is just the latest chapter in what promises to be a legendary career, and we're all lucky to witness it unfold in real time.
Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas.
Well, and this game is a big one because both of these teams are playing for playoff position.
Hayes looks one way, drives the other, and one finish with the left hand. Impressive. So's the 3-ball from Gustafson from the left.
A'ja Wilson.
He is stoked.
There's Stokes open on the left corner, sticks it. Clock winding this one. Jackie Young open and sticks it. Just 3 in a row for KP. She found her game. And the Aces with their largest lead of the game. Plum loses the D, scoops it up good. Good read by KP.
My favorite bucket, honestly, the crossover, because
My. 3-point play and a 15-4 run by the Aces.
Quick cut by AC.
Take it. Gustafson, another one. She's found the spot on the left side, and Gray able to find it. Gray trying to get some space and does.
They want this to be number 1,000.
and literally the whole arena stood up, and I was like, whoa, this is the moment. That's one bucket. Let's go get it.
The fader, good! A'ja Wilson with 1,000 career points. And the team loving it. They know how hard she works. The first in WNBA history. And this crowd knows it.